Yeah, hi children, welcome back. I've shared my screen. Visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So for this chapter, we have only these two formulae to remember. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or Sn is equal to n by 2 of the first term plus the last term or the nth term, an or l. An or l. All right. So let's answer this question. Find A11 and S11 for the arithmetic progression 1 by 15, 1 by 12, 1 by 10, and so on. So it's given that the sequence is an arithmetic progression. It's given that the sequence forms an arithmetic progression. You need to find A11. So A11 is the 11th term of the AP. And S11. S11 is the sum of the first 11 terms of the AP. So S11 means we'll have to find A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, so on till A11. The sum of the first 11 terms of the AP is S11. A11 is the 11th term. The number in that position, the 11th position. The 11th term is A11. So that's the difference between A11 and S11. So A11 you should find using the formula AN. S11 you should find using the formula Sn. Okay. Yeah, please use this slide. You can, I think it is, easy to understand because you just have to use the formula, substitute the values. Yeah, please work and then we'll discuss. Write on the question. Please do the calculations. Do not write it directly from the, from your screen or from the presentation. Calculations, you'll have to do it. Yeah, this I have to tell you. So whenever you have to answer a question from this chapter, always keep the values of A and D ready. Okay, write out the values of A and D and then answer the question. So what is A? The first term, 1 by 15. And what is D? The second term minus the first term, or the third term minus the second term is D, common difference. So here you see the second term minus the first term. So take the LCM and it's 1 by 60. So keep the values of A and D ready and then answer the questions. So A11, S11, use AN formula to find A11, use SN formula to find S11. Yeah, please work. I'm right here, children. I'm just turning off my camera for some time, but I'm right here. Any questions you can ask me. Done working, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, done writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So as I told you, first keep the values of A and D ready. Okay, and to find A11, use this formula AN, which is A plus N minus 1 into D. A is 1 by 15, N is 11, N is 11, and D is 1 by 60. So substitute the values in the formula, and you find that the 11th term of this AP is 7 by 30. The 11th term of the AP is 7 by 30. 0 and 0 cancels here. So 1 by 6 and then common denominator. Okay. Sn is, you can use, any formula. You can also use Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This also will give you the same answer. Nothing like this formula is used in a particular situation. This is used in a particular situation. Nothing like that. You can use any one of the two formulae. Now, but why we chose to use this is because we know an. What is an? When you're finding S11, an is A11. When you're finding S11, an is A11 and you have the value of A11. So you choose to use this formula. You can also use Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. You will get the same answer. Okay, so Sn is equal to n by 2 of a1 plus an. That's the formula. We have to find S11. So that means n is 11. N is 11. So it's 11 by 2 of the first term a1 plus the nth term is the 11th term because S11, no? So an is A11. So 11 by 2 into A1 is the first term, 1 by 15. And the 11th term we found here, 7 by 30. Yeah. So after that, you know how to simplify. So the sum of the first 11 terms, A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus so on till A11. The sum of the first 11 terms of this AP is 33 by 20. Now in this question, find the general term of the, any questions here, children? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Nice. So the next question, find the general term of the arithmetic progression x plus b, comma, x plus 3b, comma, x plus 5b, so on. So these terms form an arithmetic progression. So you'll have to find the general term. That is, you should find an. General term meaning find an. Also, find the sum of the first n terms. Sum of the first n terms. So you should also find Sn. You should find an and Sn. Find the general term. That means an. Then find the sum of the first n terms. That means Sn. So for this question, you should find both an and Sn. Now, the value of n is not given. So you should find an, general term. And the sum also, so the first how many terms is not given, first n terms. So as we understood, we'll have to find an and Sn. Now in the formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. N is n only. Normally we substitute a number for n. That is when you know which term you have to find. If you have to find the 20th term, then n is 20. But here you have to find the nth term. So n is n only. So you will not be substituting anything for n because you don't know, you don't have a number here for n. You're finding the nth term, the general term. So n is n. You will only substitute for a and d. Similarly, when you're finding Sn, you will not substitute for n because you're finding the sum of the first n terms. So n will be n. You will be substituting for a and d. Or you can also use this formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 of the first term plus the nth term, because you would have found an, no? For this question, you would have already answered an. So you can also use this formula. Remember that when you're finding an and Sn, n is n. You will be substituting only for a and d. Okay. Please take help of the slide to answer. Don't copy. You can go through the slide and then work out. Or as you're working, please understand. I'm right here. You can ask me any questions if you want. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. So as we have understood, you must always keep the values of or the expressions for A and D ready. So A, the first term is x plus B, and the common difference is the second term minus the first term or the third term minus the second term. So be careful with that. Second term, see, this is the second term. This is the first term. Difference. So take a minus sign in the middle. So when you open the bracket, it will be minus x minus b. Minus x minus b. Yeah, and upon simplifying, you get 2b. 3b minus b is 2b. So keep the expressions for a and d ready. Now, the nth term, a plus n minus 1 into d. A is x plus b plus, I told you, n is n minus 1 into d, which is 2b. So open the brackets and yeah, so this is what it is. And then Sn. Sn is, since we found an, you can use this formula, n by 2 of the first term plus the nth term. Because we found an, so you can use this formula. So n is n by 2 of the first term, this one, plus the nth term, this one. So what happens? Plus b and minus b gets cancelled, right? Then we have x plus x is 2x. And this 2bn, 2bn. And 2 is common. So take out 2. 2 is common here. So take out 2. So then we have x plus bn in the bracket. And now 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Correct? 2 gets cancelled. And it is x into an xn or nx, whatever, plus bn squared. Bn squared. Now, very important is the general term. You can make a note of this. General term of an AP is always a linear expression. Linear expression in n. Sum to the first n terms of an AP is always a quadratic expression. Quadratic expression in n. Now, supposing I give you a few options like this, say like 2n minus 1, 4n squared minus n, n cubed minus n squared, say n. Okay, I don't have to think so much, but say 5n cubed minus, okay, 4. So you're given 4 expressions like this. And the question is, which of the following can represent the sum to the first n terms of an AP? Which of the following, okay, so which among these can represent the sum to the first n terms of an AP? So we know that the expression that represents the sum to the first n terms of an AP is always quadratic in n. It's always quadratic. So of these expressions, this one is quadratic in n. So this only can represent the sum to n terms of an AP. Again, from the same options, if you have to select the expression that can represent the general term of an AP, The general term of an AP is always linear in n. There's always a linear expression in n. So 2n minus 1. This one can represent the general term of an AP. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please make a note of this. You know, it's not a part of this answer. Just make a note of this. Okay. Done writing, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Next. So find the sum. Now it's not given, it's an arithmetic progression. You can check, but if nothing is given, it is an arithmetic progression. You can also check. Okay. So find the sum. 7 plus 10.5 plus 14, so on till 84. And in the second one, minus 5 plus minus 8 plus minus 11, so on till minus 230. So you can see that the AP is finite. You know the first, you know the last terms in both. It's a finite AP. We'll have to find the sum of all the terms you see here. So very important to find the sum. You need to know how many terms are there from 7 to 84. How many terms are there? You need to know the value of n first. Okay, so what's the formula to find the sum? Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so what are the variables or the unknowns here? A, n, and d. You can just remember using, what is and? It is a conjunction, right? So you can remember this. And A, N, D. You need the values of A and D. Always, to answer any question, you need to substitute the values for A, N, and D. And where A is the first term, D is the common difference, and N is the number of terms. So now for the first AP, you know A is 7, and D is 10.5 minus 7, which is 3.5, or 7 by 2. What is n? What's the value of n? You don't know. That is from 7 to 84. How many terms are there? No, we don't know. We can find. It's not given. We don't know. But we can find. From 7 to 84, how many terms are there? Okay. So just imagine, people standing in a queue. Okay. Say at a ration shop. Okay. People have lined up. And, India suddenly, people are adhering to the rules. People have formed a perfect line. They're not quarreling. They're standing in a line. And now you go to the ration store to buy something. So you have to join the queue, right? And it's very hot. So you have to stand here. There are so many people already. Okay, so they have their tokens. This person has token number 1, this person has token number 2, this person has token number 3. I don't know if tokens are issued, but I'm just saying, so token number 4, token number 5, and so on. So it's a big queue. Now you have to join the queue. So now you're very curious to know, like how many people are there. Before you go and take your token, you ask this person who's standing in the last. You ask this person his or her token number. So this person says my token number is 75, for example. So you are like, okay, you already know that there are so many people, and you check the token number. He or she says 75. So you go back home. It's so hot. It's going to take a long time for me to buy. So you go back home and you plan to come the next day, a little earlier maybe. So how do you know how many people are already there in the queue? You just have to reach out to the last person in the queue and find out that person's token number. So if that person says the token number is 75, his or her token number is 75, that means there are 75 people standing in this queue. The token number of the last person will tell you how many people are there in the queue. You don't have to stand and count 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to do that. Just go to the last person and ask that person the token number. So he or she says 75. So there are 75 persons or 75 people standing in this queue. Similarly, in this arithmetic progression, you just have to go up to the last term 84. Just go up to the last term 84. Ask 84 its position. See, 7 is a term. 7 is the first term. 10 and a half is a term. That's a second term. 14 is a term. That's a third term. Similarly, 84 is a term of this arithmetic progression. You ask 84 its position. So if 84 says that I'm in the, for example, 25th position, that means there are 25 terms in this AP. The last term of the AP will tell you how many terms are there in the AP. The position of the last term. If 84 is in the 25th position, like 7 is in the first position, so first term. 10 and a half is in the second position, so second term. 14 is in the third position, so third term. So 84, you should find out in which position 84 is. So if 84 is in the 25th position, that means there are 25 terms. So n is 25. Okay. So what is 84? It is a term. That means an is 84. So we understood that to find the value of n, you should ask the last term. Okay. Okay. So the last term, how do you, 84 is equal to what? 84 is equal to an. An means general term of the AP. So an, a particular term of the AP is 84. This is how we write it symbolically. Some particular term of the AP, an, is 84. So write this first. Then a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 84. A plus n minus 1, because an is a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 84. A is 7 plus n. That's what we are trying to find. N, you cannot substitute the value. That's what we don't know. We don't know how many terms are there in this AP. That's what we're trying to find. N minus 1 into d. So 3.5 or 7 by 2 is equal to 84. Okay, first the 7 goes to the other side. 7 by 2 you cannot transpose. First 7 goes to the other side. So n minus 1 into 7 by 2 is equal to 84 minus 7. 84 minus 7. So what is 84 minus 7? 77. Now in the next step, 7 by 2 comes to the other side as 2 by 7. So n minus 1 is equal to 22. So n is equal to 22 plus 1, 23. N is 23. That means 84 is in the 23rd position. That means there are 23 terms in this AP, which means you'll have to find S23. You have to find S23 because there are 23 terms, no? So you'll have to find S23. And what is S23? 23 by 2 of the first term, 7, plus the 23rd term, which is 84. You'll have to find the sum, right? Sum meaning sum to the first 23 terms. which is n by 2, 23 by 2, of the first term, 7, plus the last term, that is the 23rd term, which is 84. So like this, you find the sum. Work this to find the sum. So remember that you need the values of A, N, and D as an AND. Okay, A, N, and D. A is the first term, D is a common difference. N, if you do not know, you'll have to go up to the last term. So here it is 84 is equal to AN. AN is equal to 84. A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 84. See, Sn is not 84. Sn is not 84. Sn means sum. Sorry, the pointer, just a minute. So Sn is not 84. Sn means sum of the first, few terms, whatever. So 84 is a particular term. That means AN is 84. So use this and work to find the value of N and then find Sn. Yeah, please work, children. Yeah, please work this. I'll get back. Just a minute, children. I don't know. I'm not able to, move to the next slide. Certain actions are happening, certain other actions are not happening. My laptop is not responding. Not able to start the slideshow. Just a minute.